All right, hey guys, this video is going to go over evaluating expressions involving integers and subtraction. All right, our first problem says to find the absolute value of x minus k. So first thing I'm going to do when you're doing these problems, make sure you rewrite the problem. So I have my absolute value symbols. I'm going to plug in for x a -2, and then minus for k. I'm going to put some parentheses. It says k is -3, so I plug that in. All right, now when you are working with absolute value symbols, remember they're kind of like parentheses. You save those till the end. You need to do everything inside here first. All right, what I notice on this one is it's subtraction. And subtraction, we like to change to a related addition problem. So remember, you keep the first number, so -2. I'm going to change subtraction to addition by adding the opposite. The opposite of -3 is +3. All right, so I'm still going to keep my absolute value symbols, remember. And now I'm going to work out this problem, -2 plus +3. Well, I have more positives, so I know my answer is positive, and I have one more positive, so it's going to be 1. All right, my last step is to find the absolute value of 1. Well, 1 is one spot away from 0, so my answer is 1. All right, my next example says 6 minus k. So again, I'm going to rewrite my problem. It says 6 and then minus, and then usually when I plug in a number for a variable, I like to put parentheses. So it says k is -4. So I'll plug in a -4 right here. Okay, now I need to solve this problem. So remember, I see subtraction. The first thing I notice is subtraction. And I want to change it to addition. So remember, your first number stays. I change the subtraction sign to an addition sign. I'm going to add the opposite of -4 is +4. Now look how easy this is. 6 plus 4 is 10. All right, let's take a look at this problem. It says x minus k. So first thing I want you guys to do is try this one on your own and see what you get. So pause the video, try it. When you're ready to see the answer, push play. All right, so instead of x, I'm going to put parentheses minus. Here's another variable, parentheses, and a k. All right, the first one says -3, so I really don't need parentheses around that because it's the first number. Another x, I'm going to put a -3, and then the k is -4. All right, now, again, around this first number, it's just -3, so I can really rewrite that. Okay, now I see subtraction, which I do not like, so I'm going to change that to add, and then the opposite of -3 is 3. Then I see another subtraction. I'm going to change that to add. The opposite of -4 is +4. So remember, if you change it to addition, you have to change the very next number to the opposite. Okay, now I notice right here, -3 plus 3, that's a 0 pair. So that's 0 plus 4 gives me 4. There is my answer. All right, guys, here is our last problem that I want to go through. It says -x minus y plus k. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go rewrite this problem and put parentheses wherever there's a variable. So I have a negative symbol and then a variable. Minus, and then I have another variable, and then plus, and I have another variable. All right, so now I'm going to go in and plug in all of my variables. So instead of an x, I'm going to plug in a -5 here. So it said x was -5, so I put it right here. Instead of a y right here, I'm going to plug in a -4 and a k, which is -3. All right, now this one's a little trickier, especially this first part. I wanted to show you one like this. So this one says -5. Now remember, a negative sign can mean opposite. So this actually says opposite of -5 actually turns that into +5. Okay, then I see subtraction. I don't really like subtraction, so I want to change that to adding the opposite. So if I do that, the subtraction is going to turn to add, and then the opposite of -4 is +4. Okay, and here's where some people get mixed up. This says plus. If you have an addition symbol, you don't change anything, okay? So I don't need to change anything back there. I'm just going to write plus -3. All right, now it's a whole addition problem. So now I can decide what order I want to do it in. I like to put my positives together first. So 5 and 4 is 9, and then it says plus -3. All right, finally, I can't put positives and negatives together. They kind of cancel each other out or zero each other out. So I have more positives. So my answer is going to be positive, and then these 3 will cancel out 3 of these, so I'm left with +6.